A job like this, all the cogs in the wheel have to fit together to make everything flow seamlessly. One of our cogs doesn't seem to quite fit with the rest of the cogs. What I'm talking about is, you see that straight? It's empty. I'm supposed to have 3 loads of black dirt. I had 1 brought last night, and the other 2 I needed right away. Let's see what right away is. 8:44. To me, that's not right away. You guys see any black dirt?
I look salty.
I don't. I think I need a new cog for the wheel that sits behind the truck drive, the steering wheel of my dump truck.
I was salty.
20 minutes, I'm gonna go get the load of dirt myself. If I don't have a load of dirt by 9 o'clock, I'm not stopping
I'm
this
kind of
job.
getting pissed again. I hate that.
Oh, here we go. Honestly, I'm so pissed I don't even want to say. I got nothing to say.
That was so bad. Oh. I'm like, just dump it and go. Just get my next load. Go. I really want to say hi.
All right, let's talk about the track design real quick here.
Oh, this was
show you
important.
guys
This
why
is so
I'm able
cool.
to stick to them hills so well. It's because of this thing right here.
Yes, love that. Love that.
This is a triple Grouser track design. That's what I call it. 1, 2, 3. Whether that's accurate or not doesn't matter. Typically what you'll get is this.
the rail. It's a rail.
And then it'll ride right between just these 2 bogies. Well, that's not a bogey, that's a bogey, but between these 2 rails. But with this one, you get 3 rails, you get an extra rail, and now you've got 2 teeth that's sandwiched between both of them. That means when I'm on the side of a hill, I'm not sliding out, and they have the same thing in the front. So they got it up here as well. Oh, oops, sorry, camera didn't angle. Got it up there as well. So that's the magic that makes this track system so amazing.
Oh, it broke down. Broke down, pissed off. Get everything in this one.
It's not a big deal, but this is what snapped. I gotta get this back up in there, connected so I can get my bucket to stay on. And I'm going to limp it. This is not the cat approved part right here. It does not, but son of a duck. It's too short.
Oh man.
Okay, gonna help nothing. All right, back to the drawing board. Reinforcements have arrived.
Tim's awesome.
Thanks, Tim. It's a simple fix. We just got to get it in.
I got an extra one. Put it in here somewhere. That way, if one goes, we got
Didn't
an
I
extra.
get somebody else to fix my repair in
Cotter
video
in the
1?
front. Washer on just the.
Oh,
Looks like just the front side
good
there,
at that,
huh?
aren't I?
And there's nothing on the back. So cotter in the front. This goes in through the back. Washer's gonna go on this side of the pin. Right here. I gotta turn it.
You know where I learned how to get other people to fix my stuff?
Got your
It's
washer
from my
in?
dad.
No.
Yeah, it's in there.
You already got your washer in?
Yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah.
just
Okay,
down the
I see
front
it.
side.
All right.
So
I see
sure
it.
it can go through there. Close. Just gotta snap it in now. Here, rock.
Everything's a hammer.
On-site tools, man. Yeah.
Everything's a hammer, unless it's a screwdriver. Then it's a file too.
Chisel. Sam's
Tell
joke
you what we
again.
gotta do. We
Got
gotta
you
get it
twice,
bent
Sam.
around. That's what
So
Tim wants
Sam,
to do. He wants
aka
to
the
get it
human
bent.
king.
Hey,
That's his
why don't
joke.
you move your truck over? I think John's coming in.
Do you see the bad mojo I got for being so ornery this morning? That's bad mojo, man. Bad mojo. Couldn't help it, though. Couldn't help it. My mojo came back to bite me. Get from being a prick.
Number 5. I got 2 hours to get those off the street.
So what I'm doing with the black dirt is I'm just getting it generally where it has to go and in the amount that I want it, and then I bring that power rake in, and that's where everything just starts to flow together nicely. The thing is, just by using the black dirt with the, the cat with the bucket, I can still grade it and everything, but I really technically shouldn't drive over the black dirt because that automatically compacts it, right? And the problem is that it also doesn't incorporate it together. It layers it, and I don't want that stratification in the soil layer because the grass will grow and it'll be like, oh, everything is great, and then boom, it hits sand, or boom, it hits clay, or it hits some completely native soil. It's not mixed together, and it can really dampen the roots from really growing and giving you a really good yard. So that's why I want to get the material I need there and get it all blended together.
So here's something that's kind of cool. That seat right there tells me where the angle of my bucket is. And what I mean is, as I go over these edges, whatever angle the seat is the same angle that my bucket's going to be at. So I can go by butt feel. Again, I've referred to this in one other video, but it's a real thing in my world. I go by butt feel, so whatever angle my butt is the angle my bucket's going to be at, which is the angle my dirt's going to be at. So my butt is grading this yard. I'm getting my last load of black dirt finally, so I'm finally happy. There's a little torque this morning, man. Holy crap, he's flying.
Yeah, that's not okay. I don't like that. That right there is
a bit speedy.
That's the most dangerous piece of heavy equipment we own.
No, don't shift. Oh, and he killed it. He killed it, showing up.
Showing up. Truck driver's a good dude. I'm just gonna go straight up and say
that's the last load. It's all I need.
I like him, but
let's go figure out where we're dumping this, or where we're putting it.
We just say the truck driver's a good dude. It's just that when I get in work mode, don't mess with me in work mode, man. Love that son, man.
They got a new pulverizer where I get black dirt.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's amazing.
Tell me that does not look like beautiful stuff. Oh, baby. I love good black dirt. Makes it nice to work with. And that is some good stuff. All right, let's figure out where we're going with it. Okay, so let's take a look at this site where I'm actually dividing the black dirt up. I've got 8 loads that this customer can afford to bring into this site, but that doesn't mean I'm going to put all 8 loads just evenly throughout the site, because then I'm wasting black dirt. 8 loads is going to be barely enough to cover this site, but there's areas that need it a lot more than others. Example, right here. I'm concentrating the black dirt up in here for 2 reasons. Number one, all of the organic material on this site will slowly start to work its way back down the hill. Of course, gravity works that way, right? But if you look, we've got a lot more sun. We need more black dirt on this slope, on this angle, than we do down there in the shade. So I'm gonna prioritize getting the black dirt in here till I know that I got just enough black dirt that I can get a smattering down there. And then we go to the customer, we show them what it is, and we see if, because this site really could use more black dirt than what they can at this point afford to bring in.
I love putting black dirt down. It's just something satisfying about black dirt. And I still haven't got to use the power rake yet. Still. You know how long I've wanted a power rake? I mean, I love that Hydra bucket to no end. But this power rake, I'm taking this in the woods. I can do so much. Just not worry about killing it, you know? So when I went to pick up the power rake, I asked the guy that I bought it from if he could maybe walk us through some of the differences in the features on them. So maybe if you guys are ever in the market, it might help you guys know what to buy. So we're gonna go do that now, and then we're coming back and putting it to the test on this site. All right guys, I'm starting a new project, but before I can actually get it going, I need a couple pieces of equipment. Let's see if they've got them ready. Guys need. Hi. Is Jake around by any chance?
He's right across the hall.
All right. Jake?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, Stan?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey, can you show me what I bought? I want to show these guys what I'm picking up today.
Ooh, let's sit on back and take a look.
All right. Perfect. So now this is an actual MTW power rake, right?
Yep.
But it's at stoutbuckets.com, right?
Yep,
so
correct.
you guys make the stout buckets. You guys make, is this one mine?
This one's yours right here.
Okay.
Yep.
So this,
stout attachments we manufacture.
look at that. So the job I'm going on is gonna be brutal, to say the least. So we'll put that to the test. Is that the one?
That's your rake.
Nice.
Made over in Merrill, Wisconsin by MTW.
Okay. So now this is the heaviest duty one that you guys make, right?
Absolutely.
Or they make. But what makes it so heavy duty?
All right, so to make it the heaviest duty one, we got reinforcements on the quick attach.
Okay.
We got gussets here on the mounting frames.
God,
and then also we have a wider footprint here connecting it to the frame itself.
Okay.
And the frame itself is our heaviest duty frame. It's hard to tell when you're just looking at the units because it's just thicker steel and it's all internal thickness. So.
Okay.
But it's the heaviest there is, coming in at about 1,500 pounds.
Okay, but it's also kind of like the most expensive there is, right? Yep. So if these guys don't need this, yep, can you just quickly just kind of do a compare and contrast so these guys know what they're getting?
Yep.
If they buy something else from you guys?
Yep. So stepping down from the Mark III, we have a Mark II option here.
Okay.
Two of these right here ready to ship today. With the Mark II, you drop down from an 8-inch drum to a 6-inch drum.
Okay.
You'll have
Talk about
options
that.
to get down to a weld-on tooth.
Oh, okay.
You still keep your heavy frame or your heavy quick attach mount. You won't have the reinforcements, and you won't have the wider stance on that mounting plate either. But
okay, so that one must be a Mark III because that one's got that fat mounting plate.
Yep, that's a heavier duty one.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you'll still keep the airless tires, so you won't have tires going flat on you.
Oh, so they all have that.
They all have the airless tires.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I can see it now. Okay, so this must be the 6-inch drum
With replaceable teeth.
with replaceable teeth, and that's the 8-inch drum.
with replaceable teeth.
And that, if I understand right, rotates faster, which gives
Yep.
you a better grind on harder surfaces.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
With, a little more speed coming off at that tooth tip.
Okay. But then down here, you got these little baby units, right?
Well, they're still pretty tough. Still.
Okay. Well, they look a lot smaller than all the other ones.
Well, they're still pretty tough. I wouldn't stand in front of it and say that. So,
Okay.
With the Mark I, you got probably your most versatility.
Okay.
It's definitely our budget option, but still, you got the universal quick attach plate, but with 8 bolts, we can configure it up with a mini mount plate for guys running the smaller units.
Oh, compact units.
Compact units, yep, absolutely.
Okay, got it.
You still have the same 6-inch drum that you have on the Mark II, though.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything else we should know? I mean, I just want to kind of get out there and start testing it out.
Yeah. The gauge wheels on these models do flip up though, so you can get into tighter spots, a little more maneuverable.
Well, so the other ones don't?
Nope, they're a fixed bolt-on unit, heavy duty. For the guys with the big loaders really wanting to bear down on it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, that's not flipping anywhere unless you want to take it up. All right, can we load it up?
Sure can.
All right, well, let's just start putting this. This job's it's gonna beat it. It's gonna put it through hell. So let's just load it up and get it going. All right, guys, obviously this segment was filmed before I started the grading disaster, but I had that inkling that I knew what I was getting into, and I always wanted one of these. Always. So I actually used the grading disaster job as an excuse to buy this. In fact, that job is what actually paid for this attachment. We're good right there, yeah? When I was leaving, Jake decided to do a quick demonstration. Remember when he was talking about putting down pressure on the front wheels? I didn't really know what he was talking about, and then I seen this. Look at that. That's crazy. Maybe I can see better. See, I would have never thought of doing that. There's no way I would have been like, yeah, you just put the wheels down and spin around on it. Oh, some of you guys would be like, asking me about the Hydra bucket in comparison to this. Now, the Hydra bucket also has a power rake built into it in the back of it. And the Hydra bucket is more about convenience. I think the drum on it's a 4-inch drum. And so it's perfect, like if you only, do some power raking on occasion. This is more of a dedicated, you're gonna be going to town for the day and you're gonna be just using and abusing this thing. That's why I needed that.
And I've got
I gotta be fairly conservative with the black dirt, so I gotta sprinkle. I really just gotta be, I'm just trying to feather it out. Now, if I didn't have that power rake, I couldn't drive over it. I was starting to say that earlier, because then you compact the dirt and it won't grow as well. So then you have to actually, technically, we would be going through and hand raking the site to get it so that, because like right there, you see how I skun that? That slick, that's not gonna, the seed's not gonna take. You can't have areas like that. You just can't. Not on my job sites. Maybe other people are okay with that. I'm not. Okay, cat still needs grease. So why am I slicking it if you can't have that? Well, that's a great question. because I got the right tool to then incorporate it in. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get an even sheen across the site, and then I can work it in. Also, I'm grading. At the same time, I'm taking out any inconsistencies. Remember, this is the finished grade. So I want to make sure that I got everything. I don't want weird ridges, and I see a weird ridge right there right now. I don't like that. Hopefully I take that out. If you guys don't see it, then just forget I mentioned it. And I'm just working on getting everything ready for the final stage. And this 8 loads of black dirt. Oh, here we go. I could have never got 8 loads to go as far as it did if it wasn't for this. I know that. This is my first experience with it. And I was so just taken aback by how this just made the site so consistent. Yeah, I'm a power rake fanboy now. Did I mention already that it's my first one and I kind of really like it? I say that facetiously. I know I mentioned it way too many times. Sorry. Okay. Took me a while to really start to dial this in, right? So I got it balanced on its wheels. And after I get it balanced on its wheels, I then boom up, boom down to control how much my rake actually goes into the ground. So this was after about 6 hours of running it. To add or subtract dirt as I did. So right now what I'm doing is I'm pulling dirt up the hill. I'm going backwards, and I got the wheel spinning going up the hill. I'm bringing all that material up toward has a detent on the thumb, so I don't have to keep holding it. So I'm no power rake expert. I'm not claiming to be. I'm just sharing with you what I'm kind of learning as I go. Okay? And so if you guys have ran one of these before, go ahead and correct me. I don't care. I want to do things right too. So beautiful. You see how all of those lines disappear? How, remember before that stratification, how there was brown dirt and black dirt? You see how it's just all becoming even and uniform? That is exactly what this thing does. So you can, what I'm learning is I can use less black dirt, but I can also potentially pay a premium price for this service as well. Or whatever your idea, if you guys have an idea. I mean, heck, I don't know. It's my first one. Dang, mentioned it again. So one of the things that's happening is as I'm power raking the soil, I'm power raking up all of the buried surprises underneath, you can see. But on the flip side of that coin, I'm also able to direct those things where I want them. So I'm able to put them on the peripheries of the property and out of the main grading zone, so I can actually reverse the rake after I find a bunch of it, push it off to the side so I can finish grading, and then we can come back later and clean all that stuff up. No worries. So you'll see me doing that. Back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of amazing how well it grabs all the junk out of the soil. Do you guys remember from video 1 and 2 how I mean, there's a root. I mean, there's still so much stuff was in that soil. I didn't go through and handpick anything out. So this thing is just taking everything out. All right. She's coming along good. All the contours are starting to finally blend together. Everything is flowing together. I'm trying to eliminate angles. And when I say angles, right here, I don't want this. I want everything to just flow. Flow. More to do. Okay, so see again, that's that CMU foundation wall, definitely pulling bass backwards away from it, keeping the pressure off. I've created a swale, so I'm getting all of that water to flow split, coming down toward the street, and then split around the backside of the property. And what am I doing here? Oh, you do have to manually angle it. And that's what I want to do at this point, is I want to get all of the rocks away from the driveway down below and up the hill. So I'm going to angle that, and I'm going to pull everything away, and that's going to flip all the rocks. I rotated it because my plan is to back everything up, and as I'm backing up, I want to be casting up the hill. So I want to be flipping everything behind me and upward this way. Oh, in theory. Hopefully my theory works. Obviously I'm watching it for the first time with you guys, right? I kind of like doing that every now and then. So yeah, I'm casting everything up into the hill, and I don't want it to go on the driveway. Pretty simple. God, look at that. It's just amazing. So yeah, what I figured out is I use them front wheels to just get that pitch just right. Just makes the perfect seed bed. You know, I mean, you could just go out and hand cast seed and hit it with a hose, and I think it might be kind of important for me to point out a little bit of a difference in the grades and why I use the power rake versus the bucket. So this has been bucket graded right here. I can't power rake it because I got utility lines running through here, and although it looks really smooth, I mean, you know, not perfect, but it looks smooth, right? That doesn't really make a good base for the seed, because the seed sits on top, and then Peter or somebody else has to try to rake that in. It doesn't rake in. It's not, soil's not very loose all throughout consistently and evenly. Where if we go right here where it's been power raked, this soil, he throws the seed down, hits it like that, and the seed is bedded. That's why I power rake it. It doesn't work very good over here. It just gives you spottier results. All right, guys, let's do a quick walkthrough. We'll show you what we're doing. I just did one with Peter, but I'm gonna do one with you guys just to make sure we're all on the same page. Kind of show you what we're doing here. This was a concern here, so we've regraded this, made sure we got everything kicked down. We've got everything loosened up. We do have a few rocks still in the yard, but what I did is I reversed the power rake and kicked a lot of the stuff off toward the side. In fact, you can see them all down there, and that's per Peter's request. He was good with that. We got the toe established, kind of softened up. We've got all of the soil incorporated in, so we don't have any sharp lines of delineation. And speaking of sharp lines,
All the angles and grades in the yard have been softened. Right here, the idea was to get this water to flow down and right down toward the kitty cat. And I think we've pretty much got that done. We didn't want to flood her out. And we didn't want water going into the house either, which was a bit of a challenge. They are gonna opt to build a retaining wall right in the corner there, so perfect. This spot was kind of the big question, the flag. By putting in a small wall right there, now I can get everything to flow completely away from the building. We didn't have permission to do that before, so we just graded it as if that was not gonna happen. We got everything blended up into the woods. All of these angles have been eliminated. When I say angles, this kind of angle. Now everything kind of just flows and goes, right? Concentrated more black dirt up toward the top than the bottom, simply because it's gonna eventually erode away. Here I couldn't get the power rake in, so you can see the difference, how this, you have this sharp line of delineation from black dirt to brown dirt. Now this area has been left like this intentionally because Peter plans on adding another capstone onto the wall down here, and he needs soil. So once he does that, then he can start to blend all of this and make this all just flow together instead of having anything look kind of awkward. The slope here has been done. He doesn't own that property up there, but this is pretty much the way it's gonna look. It's ready for seed. If you look here, you can see that subsoil is just ready to go. All he should have to do is cast seed out, lightly rake it in, water it, and that should be about it. Well, I'll have to maintain it. And that's our video for today. God bless you guys. Go get them. Hopefully we'll see you on another one. I got a video already in line for this power rake. I think I need to go recondition the gravel driveway with it because this thing is such a beast. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll see you guys on another one. Catch you later.